What? Bang!
Pro Wrestling Podcast. Just when they think they got the answers, I change the question.
Rep, proof, rep.
Yeah.
Woo! Who are you to doubt El Dandy? Because this guy's a serious professional.
Did he do it? Unbelievable.
Too hot to handle and too cold to hold. And I am Macho King Savage.
Shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty. I said WWE stands for. It's me, Austin. I will never retire.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Hey, yo, Pro Wrestling Podcast listeners, welcome to the show where we don't sing it, we bring it. Help us out and click subscribe to show your support. Hey, look, are you sick and tired of dropping way too much money every single year on the newest, latest, and greatest wrestling game? Stop immediately. Go to Wrestler Unstoppable, available totally free online. All you got to do is go to app.wrestlerunstoppable.com and sign up today. Look, you can sign contracts, get into storylines, headline PLEs, create your own wrestler, create your own company. Ground up, you can pick the championships, the divisions, all of it, all included in Wrestler Unstoppable, available totally free. Again, app.wrestlerunstoppable.com. While you're there, look for Odin Maximus. That's my avatar. I'll be happy to help you get started in the game. Hey, if you're looking to become a member of the Pro Wrestling Podcast family, want your name in the shout-outs at my good buddy John down in Texas, we got tiers for you, brother. Listen, if you want to get a shout-out, make a donation. Doesn't really matter how much it is. Make a donation. We give you a shout out. But if you want to host with me, that's a little different. $15 a month gets you to host a show with myself. $7.50 a month gets you entered into a drawing to also host a show with myself. So if that's something you're interested in, grab one of those tiers, go for it. However, maybe you just want to be notified every time something goes up. Go to patreon.com/Pro Wrestling Podcast. Sign up today for our free tier. If nothing else, grab the free tier so it lets you know every time we put up a post. That way you can engage with us. We get to hear your feedback. We'd love to have that. If you're on any other streaming service, listen, we're on like all of them. Facebook, Instagram, Discord, you name it. Bluesky, Rumble, Odysee, Daily Motion. We're on all of them. And I'm asking you for your help. Suggest us to your friends. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us a thumbs up, a comment. All those things help the logarithm and help us keep the lights on here and keep running the show and putting out the content. If you have questions, comments, something you want me to touch on in the future episode, the best way to let me know that is through the Pro Wrestling Sound Off line, 267-642-1160, and I will get to those questions, comments, or concerns in a future episode. Tonight, welcome to this episode of the Pro Wrestling Podcast, where we've got news from all over the world of pro wrestling. We're going to jump right in with the biggest tease of the day, which was on Dynamite this week. The New Day to AEW kind of confirmed. The reason I say that, Swerve Strickland coming out interrupting Hangman Adam Page, Bandito, and Brody King, the Trios champions, and talking about challenging for the Trios titles himself. Well, he can't do that 1-on-3, so he's got to have two partners, and he doesn't have any. So where could he possibly find two people to partner with? And of course, you know, certain people are going to make connections. You know, they know each other from his time in WWE. So obviously we're talking the New Day. You know, the former Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, now just Kofi and Austin Creed. Is he going to team with Kofi and Creed to take on Bandito, Brody King, Hangman Page at London? All in? I would love to see it. It'd be an interesting way to debut the tag team. I also think if you do that, they'll win because you're not going to have the New Day lose right away. Not sure what they'll call the team, though. You know, you can't use the New Day. That's copywritten by WWE. But definitely a tease, something to keep an eye on. It makes more intrigue going into All In. CM Punk has been officially announced that he will be appearing at Worlds Collide. That will go head-to-head with All Out. in Chicago, same day, same city, same insanity as every other counter-programming thing that WWE's been doing lately. I get it. They're in Chicago. CM Punk's over like Rover. You'll pull some tickets away from AEW, but at the end of the day, I still believe that AEW will outdraw WWE, and then it almost makes CM Punk look worse, not better. But I understand they're trying to get TV deals, trying to pop ticket sales, make it look as good as possible, and I guess that's how you do it, is by putting the WWE champion on a AAA/NXT crossover event to try to, get more people engaged and paying attention. Going to have to wait and see what his role is going to be there. They haven't said that, but still, having him on the show, going to get huge attention from the mainstream audience. Some internal reaction conversation about the tweets that Bayley put out this week. We've covered this in a previous episode where she tweeted something like "All In Baby," and she had the music for a song called "All In" playing in the background, and she was showing a training montage that included a video of her training with Mercedes Moné. And now we heard earlier in the week that AEW officials were left with their heads scratching because they didn't understand where that was coming from. Everybody knows that she still has a contract. Now there's debate on when the contract runs out, but nobody thinks the contract's run out now. So how she would never be able to appear at All In. It's just not possible. Actually, there's one insane, less than 1% chance way she could appear at All In. You know what that is? WWE coming to a working arrangement with AEW. Can you even imagine that happening? It is not going to happen, okay? The only other way is for them to grant her a release with no non-compete clause or whatsoever, knowing that one of the biggest shows of the year is coming up for AEW. Also not likely. So it was strange for AEW, but now reports from backstage people in WWE, the quote is, it's eyebrow raising. What is she doing? Is she just doing this to support her friend? Is that what she's doing? If it is, somebody needs to have a conversation with her at WWE headquarters and be like, hey, listen, you realize what this makes us look like here. And the word was this week, they're still trying to re-sign her. So if you have any hope of re-signing her, you got to temper your frustrations with her bringing attention to AEW and try to bring her back home. I'm just saying. Conversation turns to SmackDown. It is being reported that as of January 8th, 2027, SmackDown will return to the 3-hour format, and that this is becoming a cycle. Every year, they're going to go 3 hours from January to June, and then go 2 hours from June through the rest of the year. Why? Why are we doing this? When you don't have enough time to get Jordan Grace, Ilya Dragunov, people like that on television, and you keep bringing people up from NXT, and you've got a show like LFG where Shawn Michaels is telling everybody, I need to get these people ready as soon as possible. Well, that sounded more like Vince McMahon, I think, but whatever. Why? Why do you have to get people ready fast? You got too many people as it is. You showcase almost no matches each week, and I really feel like, and I saw this on Wrestle Talk News, which if you don't watch Wrestle Talk, get on Wrestle Talk. It's a great show, where they were talking about how WWE seems to book things in a way where they'll get you on TV for 3 weeks in a row, and then they'll forget about you for 3 weeks because they're, cycling through the different talent. Give 3 weeks on, 3 weeks off, make you work less so they can pay you less and things like that. That's idiocy. Just put your talent on TV. And if you can't come up with a way to put everybody on TV, then don't sign so many people and let them go work for a company that's going to. I don't even know who that is at this point. But in all seriousness, a company with the size, the revenue that WWE has, you've got companies like NXT, Evolve, AAA. There's conversation about a Japanese expansion. There's conversation about reopening a European expansion. There was conversation about an Indian expansion. Expand all you want. Give all your talent some screen time. There's no sense to be paying millions of dollars a year to all these different people to sit at home and do nothing of substance. So hopefully the 3-hour SmackDown returning, I'm all in favor of. And I hope it stays that way in perpetuity. Because I don't want to see a 2-hour show. I might be in a minority, and I understand sometimes 3-hour shows can get monotonous. Take a hint from Tony Khan's most recent pay-per-view shows and forget all the storyline BS. And for the people who never get on TV, just give them matches. Just give them matches. Stop with 9,000 vignettes and 4,000 commercials and every other way you could possibly think of to put anything but wrestling on a wrestling show. No, give your talent that never get on the show matches in that 3rd hour and give us more wrestling content because that's why we tune in. So I can't wait for them to go back. And the last thing for tonight, Chelsea Green, with her orbital bone fracture that coming out of SmackDown, concern was there that they may strip her of the interim women's world heavyweight or women's WWE championship. I got to make sure I say the right one because I want to be fair. Also, conversation about making her full-fledged women's WWE champion. And now the word is, after this injury, they will not be stripping her of the championship. It sounds as though she'll be on SmackDown this week, ready to go, and that's a good thing because, quite frankly, she's waited so long for this opportunity. The orbital bone thing is like a freak situation. She'll be out for a few weeks, won't be able to compete, but she can still do things on the mic. As long as she looks all right, she's presentable to TV, keep her involved. We've had people like Brock and Roman run away with their championships for months on end. I don't think it's that much to ask to give her a little grace in a few weeks of not having to compete and keep her championship. Heck, Liv Morgan's only defended her title once in like 4 or 5 months. So I don't think we should be bugging her to drop hers this fast. Kind of ridiculous. That's all the time we have for this episode. Check back with us next episode. Run down the latest wrestling news and rumors. Special thanks as always go out to Suno for creating the music and sound effects I use in the show. If you want to bring a new friend to family game night? It's easy. I got 3 options for you, starting with Sketchy People from Beezle Games. It's kind of like a cross between Chutes and Ladders and Pictionary. Grab a copy, or you want to cruise around the supermarket so you can get in and out fastest? Grab a copy of Banani Market by Doodle Games. Maybe instead of cruising the supermarket, you want to cruise the cosmos and pick up all the different relics all over the cosmos in your quest to get to the final challenge. You do that with Legendary Elements by Fufu Games. All 3 games available at thegamecrafter.com. Trying to support independent creativity. You should too. You've been playing the same boring board games your whole life. Enough with Monopoly, enough with Trivial Pursuit, enough with all those games that we played when I was little. Sorry, Press Your Luck, all that kind of stuff. Try something new. Okay? Try Sketchy People, try Banani Market, try Legendary Elements, or any other game, all found at thegamecrafter.com. If you're looking for your next career move, you're considering college, university life, maybe you just need some formal training for your next opportunity, go to my website at frolifeplanning.com for all your higher education needs, as Fro Life Educational Planning is for today, for tomorrow, and for life with Fro Life. I'm Fred Froelich, better known as Dr. Fro. I want to thank you for taking some time with us today. Until next time, take care, everybody. Have a great night.